Moses joining me on the desk now. Kid Scotty Extreme. They opened up their season last week and kind of preparing for a couple of games this weekend.
And it's exciting times. You know what? They had that terrible start last year, losing about 3 or 4 before actually earning their first win. But you know what? They're not resting on their laurels either. The Kid Scotty Extreme opened up the season with a win and a tie. And as Matt Schumont reports, even though the team picked up 3 out of a possible 4 points, there's a lot of work to be done.
The Extreme began their season with a wild 12-10 victory over the Edmonton Wizards. They followed that up with a 9-9 tie against the Vermilion Roar. And although Kid Scotty is yet to be defeated, the team is not satisfied with their play.
We're not nowhere near what we can be and what we're going to be at, but we're getting there. A little out of shape, some of us. Some discipline issues and some team building issues we're getting a hold of, and hopefully do a little bit better than we did this weekend.
We got to work more on the bench and communicate between one another, and then after that everything will come together.
The offense has been no surprise to anyone, scoring a league-high 21 goals. However, the team's downfall through 2 games has been the defense, allowing 19 goals, something the Extreme have addressed at practice.
We let some folks get in there a little too easily, so we've been talking a little bit about trying to tighten up our defense going forward, because offense has never been a big problem for this team, but we definitely have plenty of opportunity to strengthen our defense.
The Extreme now get ready for a couple of tough games this weekend, and even though it's still very early in the season, they know getting these 4 points is a must.
Definitely our goal to get these 4 points this weekend and bring it home for the rest of the season and learn from our mistakes this weekend, and hopefully that's all we need.
Being the first game of the season with these teams, you never know what you're going to be faced with. We're going to go out there and give it the best we can, and hopefully we have the momentum to get through another weekend. Yeah.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
It may not be as popular in Canada, such as hockey, but the sport of lacrosse is becoming more mainstream each year, and fans don't have to look further in the Lakeland to see its growth. Over the past 2 years, the Lakeland Lacrosse Association has doubled in size to nearly 150 players, and this year is the inaugural season for its Junior B club. Clayton Brown has more.
The Lakeland Lacrosse Association is in its 7th year of existence, but it's been in just the past 2 years. The sport has exploded in the region.
We've expanded right from Cold Lake into Bonnyville, and we've doubled in size. We have 5 tyke teams in the Lakeland. We have 3 bantam teams, 3 pee-wee teams, 2 midget teams.
The sport's so dynamic. It's such an awesome sport. There's so much action in it that it's an exciting sport to watch and play, and I feel like that's one of the big reasons it's getting so big so fast.
The midget level ends at the age of 16, leaving many players traveling out of town to play Junior B. But with the demand growing in the area, the opportunity to finally start their own junior team came around.
We used to drive to Vermilion for an hour and a half twice a week. So now we have a team right here. It's more people we know, and gets the community involved. More people will continue playing because they know they could play after.
When they're in grade 10, they're actually the 2nd year midget, and they can't play when they're in grade 11 and 12. So by having a junior program here, we're keeping those young kids involved in the sport.
They actually have something to work forward to. It's impress the coaches, try and make this team, and it just gives them an opportunity to keep playing for the people that love to do it.
The Lakeland Heat started their inaugural season 1-1 and finally get to host their home opener on Saturday.
First game in front of the crowd. People get to see what lacrosse is about, because lots of people haven't seen higher level lacrosse. And it's just big grassroots for us, because it's the start of something new.
Game time is 4:30 at the Energy Center in Cold Lake. In Cold Lake, Clayton Brown, Newcap Sports.
The Boston Bruins and the Toronto Maple Leafs will hook up once again tomorrow night for game number 2. The Bruins have a 1-0 series lead, thanks in large part to Wade Redden. The 35-year-old is making a lasting impression in his first playoff game since April 28, 2009, picking up a goal and assist in Boston's 4-1 win over Toronto.
Exciting to get to the playoffs and to be here, in that stage again after the last couple of years. So it was, a lot of excitement going into the game, and to get, a couple bounces or a couple plays go my way is the most fun. It was great to get involved that way.
There was no shortage of physical play. Andrew Ferentz is suspended for Game 2 following his elbow on Leafs Mikhail Gabrovsky, And some rough stuff towards the end of the contest, a clear message that the Leafs won't back down.
We're going to expect a different game for sure. It was, you know, we had a real strong effort and did a lot of things we want to do, and I'm sure Toronto's going to look at things and try to change some stuff. So we got to keep getting better, and the next one's always the biggest one. So that's the way we got to approach it. We got to come out with a similar effort.